Hello everyone. By the time you see this, you either will have or will not have attended a Palm Sunday Mass. But either way, it is the beginning of Holy Week, and we are getting close to the end of Lent. And if you did miss out on Mass, well, you still got the rest of Holy Week to carry on with that final push toward Easter, the resurrection, the return of Jesus. So, if you're someone who has not been in church for a while and you missed this Mass, well, you missed a chance to get the relatively short Palm Sunday Mass, because the Gospel reading today was Mark chapter 14 verse 1 through Mark chapter 15 verse 47, better known as the Passion of our Lord Jesus Christ according to Mark. And Mark tends to be the more concise gospel writer. So instead of a 75-minute Mass, you might have had a 70-minute Mass today instead. But I think that's a rather minor difference in terms of time. I think more importantly, if you missed it, just push on forward and find some other way to get into this whole Holy Week theme. If you made it to Mass, more power to you, and especially if you had been away for a while. And if you have been going to Mass all along, that's great. But I have a few suggestions for everyone, regardless of where you are in your faith life. The Passion obviously relates to the last, 24 hours of Jesus' life on earth before the crucifixion and resurrection. So here, there are some themes related to the Passion. Now, first thing, if you haven't gotten to it in a while, there's confession. If you're in the Archdiocese of Boston, the light is on for you, 6:30 p.m. until 8 p.m. at every parish in the Archdiocese. You can go to confession, especially if it's been a while. Another thing you can do on Holy Thursday, there is the Mass of the Lord's Supper. Try to go to a fairly early one, because after that you want to try to check out 7 churches. Go to adoration at 7 churches. It's not like most adoration where you have the exposed sacrament. This one is reposed in a tabernacle when you have a whole bunch of candles around it. So no matter what parish you're in, familiar or unfamiliar, you'll be able to spot it right away. And you have to be fairly quick going through these parishes, through these adoration chapels, because doing 7 churches in a period of 3 hours, you have to go pretty quickly because it takes time to get between the churches and whatever. So that's something worth checking out. You get to go to parishes that you may not usually go to, so it's pretty cool. And you can pray the luminous and sorrowful mysteries while you're at it too. Just kind of slowly make your way through 10 mysteries of the Rosary as you go through the 7 chapels. It's a good way to spend your Thursday evening. And then, if Stations of the Cross, if you have not done that yet during the Lenten season, try and find a way to do that. That's totally related to the Lord's Passion. And then another thing you could do is watch the movie called The Passion of the Christ, the one made by Mel Gibson. If you have not watched it yet this Lenten season, find a way to watch it. Netflix, movie rental, or going to a friend's house, whatever you do. Try to find a way. It really puts that whole Passion story into perspective. And that's pretty much what Holy Week is. It's really the final push. It's like playoffs compared to the regular season. So this is where, it's either make or break. If you've had a good Lent so far, now is not the time to be slacking off. And if you've had a rather lackluster Lent, well, still redeemable. You've got the final push right now, and this is really an awesome time to get into Passion of our Lord, and especially if you've been away from the church for a while. So I encourage you, and just go and check it out. Obviously, I haven't read the Gospel of the day today, but there's good reason for that. For one thing, even though it is Mark and he's pretty concise, it is still a long reading. And furthermore, it requires the use of 4 different voices, and I have trouble enough trying to do 2 different voices. So there's no way I'm going to attempt to do 4. But you can read it at your leisure. You can probably look it up online or something, type it in. But yeah, and most of all, if you missed out on today, just start with, if you missed out on Palm Sunday, just start with Monday and just give it the final push for Holy Week and into Easter. All right, so peace out.